BMEA stock is up 1.27% in this pre-market session of the 29th of March 2023. Yesterday, the 28th, it ran up a huge gain of probably more than 100% when the company announced some outcomes concerning one of its. Let's see it down here. We should be able to see it down here. Okay, let's adjust it. Okay, we have it here on. We have it here. The folks at Shivers Investment Research indicated what happened. Yesterday, it said the biotech company reported promising data from a mid-stage study of its diabetes therapy BMF 21, after which Piper Sandler lifted its price target to $40 from $16. Yeah, that's yes, that was what happened yesterday, and today they have taken advantage of that huge gain to raise or rather to offer some of their shares to raise $125 million. Okay, so that's what's going on right now, and you can see it is, as I indicated earlier on, up 1.3%. It doesn't of late, it hasn't really been. Yesterday, when it was at some point, it was probably the biggest gainer in that session. It wasn't trading heavy volumes, not trading very heavy volumes, and also somehow not that popular as well. Not exactly that popular, for now it's not. Maybe with time it may become popular. Let's see whether there's any short interest on the stock. Let's see what the short interest is like. Let's see what it is like. Let's find out. It's good if it has a reasonable amount of skepticism towards it, because already you can see what's going on here. This is the stock. The underlying trend is you can see that this is the chart since it's started trading in April of 2021. Started to retrace and reached the lows of $3 or thereabout, and has not touched that low anymore. So we can see we have a cycle here. We have okay, let's see, let's begin from then, from that was the lows of May of 2022. Say this is the first upward leg, and then second one, and then third one. I think there's a good chance it may pull back, but we're going to have a look at that. There's a good chance it may pull back into the range given this huge rally it ran up. That is quite likely, Let's see what the short interest is. It's only 3.84%. Maybe because it's not that popular as well. There isn't that skepticism as much. People really don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. But it is something, but not. We would normally want to see something more than this. Much more skepticism. Okay, we can even see on the off exchange we have 53.58%. That's also good. That's quite decent. We want to see that. Given the fact that it ran up this huge gain yesterday, and probably even before that, because as I indicated earlier on, before now it wasn't. It has been showing. It has been strongly bullish. It has been strongly bullish. So since its 200-day moving average appeared, it's appeared and was bearish and leveled off as of summer of last year, 2022, and has now, since of late, I would say since I would even say since September as well, it started going bullish. So the stock suddenly, it appears to be in a strong bullish trend. 200 moving average is upward sloping. The MACD histogram is above zero. It's also outperforming the S&P 500. That is clearly what the case is. Volatility is 139.44%. So the folks at Investor Place, this is as way back as the 8th of September 2020, 8th of October 2021. They were actually indicating that this is what they wrote here. Amongst, they have covered other stocks, but what they are saying here is the whole topic of what they are saying here is insider trades to watch. So as far back as 2001, they were actually pointing out that this is a stock to watch. What does it say again? Yes, it says insider traders to watch. So insider traders was going on. Insider trading was going on. It says here, occasionally Insider buying presents a slower burning catalyst, and Biomea Fusion is a stock that fits that beat. You can see that from that time up till now, that's quite a long time. And even that time, okay, let's see, from 8th of September, it was retracing. 8th of September, this was when things were not good. 8th of October, 8th of October was somewhere up here. Let's find it. 8th of October, 8th of October, that was somewhere around here. It was definitely bearish then. 8th of October, down here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere around here, 8th of October. So it was in a bearish trend then, so at that time they were actually calling out the stock and saying, insider buying, it presents occasionally insider buying represents a slower burning catalyst, and the stock fits that bill. So, and they went on to say that this promising the company went public in April of that year, 2021, at $20. But as the excitement wore off, the share price started to sink, which definitely we saw in that chart. Investors can now buy the stock for under $10. Yet insiders clearly sense an opportunity, and they you can see the CEO bought $3.6 million worth of the stock. President bought 312,000. Another director bought $380,000 worth of the stock. Maybe more have. They may have also bought more. Okay, so, and the author of this piece also indicated that he's on board, and says the medical director, the company's medical director, CEO, and president all hail from Pharmacyclics, the firm that developed drug blockbuster Imbruvica, and was subsequently bought by AbbVie for $21 billion. Okay, so the company's lead drug candidate, a menin MLL inhibitor, uses a pathway that other studies have confirmed efficacy in leukemia treatment. So, though the company only filed it then, so yes, as far back as 8th of October, that was when the folks at Investor Place were pointing out and saying this stock, you better watch it, and that has turned out to be true. So yes, in this post pre-market session, holding a gain of 2.38%. Volumes, let's get that. The volumes again has increased by around 10,000, I believe. Let's see what's going to happen, whether we're going to see heavy volumes in this regular session for the stock. So it's also optionable as well. It's also optionable. So the other question is it too late to buy the stock? Is it too late to buy it? Well, given the fact that fundamentally it's looking good, fundamentally it's looking good. We've also seen that they're getting more and more upgrades from. We got an upgrade of recent from, what is it called, Oppenheimer. Is it Oppenheimer? Yes. Is it Citigroup or thereabout? One of them upgraded the stock to $60 or thereabout. So yeah, performance-wise, it's looking great. But at the same time, also bear in mind that the company is still developing its drugs. It's not it's a development stage company, and indeed, some of these pharma stocks may just strictly be about development. They develop, maybe sell their intellectual property. So you have to balance all that. Do your diligence and determine whether it is good enough for you. The stock, technically very sound, technically very sound, and skepticism towards the stock in the open market is not high at all, but in the dark pools it is quite high, very high, more than 50%. So I don't even know whether that is sufficient, since it's in the dark pools. I would say it's probably not sufficient enough. It has to be in the open market, such that it can influence the price, because that is where you trade in the open market. So and indeed, yes, it can always, what happens is dark pools can always flow into the much more open market. So technically very sound for the stock, but we believe it's going to pull back into the range. And look at it here on a trading view. You can see where it is. This is the daily chart on a trading view. So the algos right now are indicating that it should be around they're projecting a downward projection of around $18.23. So this is pretty much within its strongly bullish range. This is way outsized. This is way outsized. So I would say just hold on, and if you want to buy it anyway, as it is, buy it, but also be prepared to average down if that happens to be the case. Be prepared to average down. So on this daily chart, we have downward projection of 18.16 and 16.79. After that, we have 16.24. We have the lowest projection of 13.02. So still early days for the stock. Still early days. Yesterday ran up that huge gain. Like I said earlier on, if you can't wait, by all means get in, but also set some funds aside to get involved if it pulls back into average down. Technically, it is very sound. Even for these folks here at Schiffers Investment Research are saying that the 12-month consensus price target of $30.17 is a slim 4.2% premium to the current levels, though indicating additional bull notes may be on the horizon. So yes, you can see analysts are likely to even upgrade it further. They're likely to upgrade it further, but it does not mean that it will continue to rally. Technically, and statistically, there's every likelihood. The likelihood of it pulling back is almost it's more than 90%. That's the probability of it pulling back is more than 90%. So on this 1 minute live chart, let's see the 1 minute live chart and see what's going on in this pre-market session. Okay, so it has upper projections of all the way towards $35.6. But statistically, there's every indication that it's likely to pull back. Pull back right into the range, and it's around that $18 level. But you never know. It may not be a sudden one. So the company has already taken advantage of this huge rally to raise some funds. But when the market opens, who knows where it's going to go. So the lowest projection on its 1 minute live chart is 28.15. So see what you make of BMEA stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.